In college algebra, we moved on to 5.4, systems of nonlinear equations. In equation 1 and 2, you see something different. We have a squared, and then on number 2, we have 2 of those. So we have to deal with those. It just means we're going to have multiple solutions. It also kind of forces us in how we solve it. So for example, number 1, I wouldn't try and cancel the x's because it's going to make a mess. I would cancel the y's. So I would rewrite equation 1, moving the 2y to the left side. That way it's lined up right underneath the negative y right there. And then I would make the y's cancel by multiplying this equation by negative 2. So I end up with negative 6x plus 2y equals negative 18. And then just copy this equation that I rearranged. And combine them. The y's cancel. Now these right here are unlike terms. You cannot combine them. So you just write them next to each other. And then, since we have an x squared and an x, we have to approach it differently. I would attempt to factor it. So get the 8 to the left side. And we do have 2 numbers that multiply to 8 and add up to negative 6. So this one is factorable. If not, I'd do the quadratic formula. And we end up with 4 and 2. This means we have 2 coordinates, 2 places where these equations cross. So first plug in the 4. I'd plug it into the second equation. And get y. And we get positive 3. So that answer is 4, 3. Plug in the 2. And we get negative 3. So that answer is 2, negative 3. All right, let's move on to number 2. Because of this weird situation with a square and another square, I do not see how elimination could work. So I would try and solve with substitution. There's probably a way to make elimination work, but it just looks like a mess to me. I would take this equation, solve it for x, and then plug this right there. So I took the first equation, added a y, I had y plus 3, and then I can plug that where that x is. So I can rewrite the second equation like this. Whoops, forgot the 2. Do some simplifying. You have to FOIL out the y plus 1. Like you have to do this. You multiply first times first, middle times middle, last times last, and outer terms, and you end up with y squared plus 2y plus 1. On that next one, y plus 3, you end up with y squared plus 6y plus 9. And I see some y squareds, which means we're probably going to have to factor. I'm going to run out of room. Factor out a 2. And we get y plus 3, y plus 1, which means y is negative 3 and negative 1. So we have two answers. I need to plug those back into the original. I'm going to plug into the first equation up here, and we have x minus negative 3 which means x is 0. So 0, negative 3 is an answer. Let's plug in negative 1. So for this one, coordinate 2, negative 1 is an answer. And we're done. All right, see you later. Bye.